out here on the way to go meet the rest of the UK chapter of the NFAC. So yeah, we're out here just getting a little footage for Major TV and
let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. If I don't talk to you, a treasure in this message, so I gotta drop a couple jewels. Did it for my people, need some guidance, and they seek it true. Tired of propaganda, and they sick of being lied to. There's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. So let's talk. Let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. Sharing knowledge like college, corruption and all the violence. We talk about all our problems. We turn our words into power when all our heroes is dying. The media making them monster. Black leaders stripper, they honor like history, they rewrite it. There's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk.
Peace, my people. What's going on? This is Major TV. Let's talk. I apologize. I'm behind like 45 minutes or what have you, but it's crazy. I had a crazy little day. Came in late, and I'm trying to get myself organized or what have you. So forgive me for my delay. I'm glad to see everybody that's tuning in right now. If you're watching, please shout me out. You let me know you're in the building. I see you, Marvin. How you doing? Peace and blessings. What's going on? Shalom, family. I see you, Brian Holmes. What's up? How you doing? Sound with you. My family in the building right here. I see y'all. TNT with Mike and Jazz. What's up? How y'all doing out there? What's going on? See, Marvin, you know you got a black thumbs up too. You know that, right? You gotta hold your hand. You gotta hold the cursor on. Then you gotta slide to the black. You know what I'm saying? So get a black thumb up, man. You know how we do. It's a black thing tonight. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. What's up, Roland? How you doing, brother? Glad you can tune in. Again, I apologize for being late. I had just editing to my PowerPoint slides and updating and what have you. We're gonna run through this. You know, it's not something that's new to the black community. It's just been taboo to the black community. All right, Marv, you learn it? All right, brother, it's cool, but just hold the cursor on, just hold your finger on the hand, then slide to the black. I ain't knock you, bro. You know, we don't want no cause. You want brothers and sisters, you know. So that's what's going on, you know what I'm saying? We all learn tonight. But do me a favor, won't y'all please share this live, you know what I'm saying? And like this video, you know. Let's get it to a point where people realize that when I come on, I really talk about real stuff that affect us, you know. And that's why I started this channel, because there was things happening in my life that the Most High was blessing me with, visions I was getting, and I just see it's time for me to start speaking up and saying things that's important and relevant each of our lives, you know. All of us play a part, not just me, all of you and everybody else that's black, you know, and that really care about the struggle. But I'm gonna give it a few minutes or several minutes. Like people coming right now, we got 5 people and what have you. I know like people do lives every day, you know, it's like a livelihood to some people. For me, I'm just trying to help black people. I'm not worrying about residual income that come with doing YouTube and whatnot, you know. But I'm gonna give some time for people to come on in, you know. How y'all doing out there? It's been beautiful all day today. I finally cut some grass. Woo! Trust me. I'm gonna have to get somebody to do that for me because on that cutting grass, that's a workout. But at my age, you know, it's good to get a little exercising, you know. You know, a real conversation about credit. I'm gonna talk about it and show y'all through the slides what was going on. Like I said, I don't believe that it's not like people don't know. I believe that black people just is not realizing the power of credit. And I call this credit 101, right? I don't want to go in detail yet. I'm just laying the foundation with y'all, but I want to just give it to y'all, right? Diamond Black in the building from Oakland, California. How you doing? Peace, Queen. That's what's up. Come tune in and get some real conversation. Like, I do this because I care about y'all. I don't just do this just for the hustle, you know. It's all about y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to do it as always as I can, but I've been busy with my business. A couple of things I've been doing, studying different ambitions and whatnot. I feel it's my job to also share what I'm learning and what I know. Too many times in our community, black people know stuff and they refuse to tell another black person. And sometimes I can understand, but a lot of times it just be a bunch of BS. Black people just be hating on black people. That's just sad because we're in 2021 with it, and we still dealing with stuff that we were dealing with way back in the day of not sharing and helping and whatnot. All right, my brother in the building, man. Mac Attack. I see how you doing, brother. Shalom. Glad you could tune in. Wait for some more people to tune in. We're going to run through this live, y'all. We're going to just get at it and get with it, you know. I know you got things to do and whatnot, but I just really want to share some things with you. And it's important because I'm going to let you know right now, I'm doing some big things with credit. You know, well, I'm starting to do big things with credit, you know. I already made some big moves and stuff like that, but I'm talking about just really understanding how to maneuver and what have you. But I really have to tell y'all what we're dealing with mentally, with ourselves, with the banks, and we know systemic racism exists. We know that, but a lot of time it be more of a ploy than actual situation. Sometimes it just be a way of intimidating us and putting fear in us to not keep trying, you know. So I'm gonna wait another minute or so. We're gonna go into it. I bet you as soon as I start to get in the middle of it, everybody will come running over. It'll be too late, you know what I'm saying? It'll be finished, but you can always catch the replay. But I don't want to keep everybody on waiting that long. But please do this for me. Y'all like this video first. Y'all know I'm gonna bring it, and y'all share it. You know, people didn't know about this. We got sisters and brothers, cousins, family and friends, co-workers, people that work for us or what have you. They need to know about how to deal with credit. You can have good credit and still don't know what to do with it. 10 years ago, I was just sitting on good credit, right? Excellent credit, right? And I blew it, you know, when I was supposed to have been using it. And then I was in a situation where my credit was just bad, right? And it was years ago, right? And I took for granted even taking advantage of learning credit. I just had an epiphany to want to know. So let's go into the presentation. We're gonna run through this here. Let's see. Okay. when you have excellent credit, good, excellent credit, that's a thumbs up. I mean, I don't care who you go to and what have you. You can get approved. And I got a witness right, and I can tell you, every time I apply for credit from last year to this year, I got approved. I think I got denied one time by one of my credit unions, and they still turned around and gave me some money later on, right? But I kid you not, I am a black man. I might be fair-skinned, but I'm black. And they've seen me physically, but a lot of times I do a lot of things online, make phone calls. I've got the money. I'm letting you know. When you have excellent and good credit, thumbs up. When you have bad credit, thumbs down. And I have to emphasize that first, right? Because a lot of times we have good credit, don't know what to do with it. We be just messed up in the head. And we're gonna talk about all that because you gotta look at it. When you look at this chart, right? I'm gonna blow it up, right? You know, they said, is your credit score, is it bad or good? They got the poor 360 to 580, 580 to 640, 640 to 700. Guy in the middle, right? Where you're leaning from green, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what you call that. Lime green. You got earned 640 to 7. Then you get the 700, 750. They did it in reverse, right? You see, you're getting hot. If you get the 750, 850, that's when you're in the ball game. Real talk. That's when you're in the ball game. When you into, well, really, when you in the, is that an orange or what have you? I don't know, because it's peach or whatever. You're in the ball game. And see, once you're in the ball game, everything changes. You know what I'm saying? And see, the funny part about everything, right? We really be thinking that, and half the time we don't have to show our face in the bank, right? You can do everything online and by phone. And how you doing, China? I see kings and queens, 018, Shalom. We have to realize that they judge us by our credit score. And see, when we like in the lime and the green, better than the lime, you know, it look bad. You know what I'm saying? I won't even lie. You really got to be getting it together. When in the green, you have a possibility. But when you're dealing with possibility, it can be 50-50. Once you get in that orange, your possibility get better. Once you get in that's that peach, that orange and that red, then I mean everything changed, right? And I need people to understand that. I just did a deal, right? and somebody told me about the deal. I learned so much on YouTube and meet people, and I just would go try something, and I kid you not, I got the money. And it's just funny, like, you know what I'm saying? It amazed me, like, all the stuff I've been hearing over the years, and what people be saying, all the naysayers and this, that, and other. It surprises me how a lot of stuff I heard wasn't true. Or if it happened then, it's not happening now. Okay, you know you got 3 credit bureaus, right? Let's discuss these bureaus. You have Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. And these credit bureaus, they record and track consumers' worthiness, your relations with companies. Once you sign that contract, and once you say you're going to pay them back what you owe a certain time limit, you're going to pay it out eventually. And companies pay credit bureaus to provide creditworthiness of consumers, right? They want to know if you creditworthy to even to even do business with you. And that's no more than like, just you have to understand that too, because if you're dealing with somebody, right, and they borrow from you, and you give them 20, you give them $100, $200, $300, $1,000, and they pay you back all the time, right? You won't do business with them again. But let's say, and that's happened to me a lot, you lend people something and they don't pay you back. I be damn, I give you some normal time, I might give you a second chance. But you keep lending a person $200, $300 and they're not paying you back. That's bad business, because it's different when somebody say, man, you give me $100. But when a person talk about borrowing it, they put the friendship, they put everything on the line, you know. Because sometimes you damage friendship, even $100 not a lot of money, but sometimes people don't know where you get that money from, how hard you work for it, and so forth, wrong. But I just really want to say that we have to realize that it's all about just doing good business. Even with all the systemic racism, the corruption, and blah, blah, blah. Once you get in the game, you gotta know how to maneuver. Point blank. Also, how your credit is determined by this, your FICO score is determined by this, right? 30% how much you owe is a mix. 10% of credit, 15% length of credit history, 10% of credit mix, and 35% of payment history. Notice, payments is 35%. And the amount you owe is 30%. So that means that you have to make sure you keep that account open a very long time. And you got to also make sure that the amount you sustaining, that you're that is at least that your credit is 30% or less, right? Well, you don't have to worry about the freaking score. We'll talk about that later, but this is what they look at when they look for your they judge your score, the credit bureaus. They look at the amount, you know what I'm saying, you owe, the payment history, you know what I'm saying, the credit mix. We're gonna talk about all that, right? But we have to understand what comes into play when you sign your name up on something, right? And say, I'm gonna get this Capital One credit card, right? And they giving you $1,000 credit limit, but the interest are probably 10%, right? And you say every month on the 20th you're gonna pay it, and you're looking at your payments, how long you had this card, and the amount, right? But then let's say if you get a loan and get a store card, getting all these different line of credit, what have you, getting all these different credit or loans or what have you from different companies, then you're gonna fall in that mix. Because see, a lot of times you get too much credit cards, they work against you, right? That's why I want the credit mix and what have you. And it's just good to stay balanced, right? Of knowing what the mix is. And we're gonna talk about all that, but I want to briefly talk about that. Briefly talk about it, and you got to really just look at this and think about what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And see, for me, I studied this, right? Because see, the more you have in amount and you can manage that, the more they're going to give you. But the less you have, you play with that less, they're going to be scared to want to give you and give you. That's why when people get mortgages, the game change. That's probably one of the single most biggest loans you'll get in your life, right? But once you say you're paying that mortgage, they're waiting to do business with you, right? But you around 2 and 3 and 4, 5,000, they're gonna nitpick with you because you haven't showed them anything. And I use for myself, for example, I threw myself in debt. Literally threw myself in debt. And I wanted to show someone and people how I go. And it worked so tremendous. And through my reading and research, I won't lie, it was something I just did. But we just have to understand that when I sure can handle large amounts, they were giving me large amounts. Some I would get right back to if I didn't have a direct need to use it. But we have to remember this credit mix. This is important when they come down your credit score. Now, what is credit? Simple. I'm going to reiterate it. Y'all probably know this already. Buying something from someone, a product or service, and agreeing to pay it on a later date. What's a credit score? Your credit score, 3-digit system, typically between 350, 850, designed to determine your credit risk or likelihood you would pay your bills on time. Now, you know I went through this chart already with y'all, but the reason why I had to reiterate this here, because a lot of time, you know, I think that we tend to look at numbers and look at graphics and assume that we really get the picture right. When we look at the fact that we're actually dealing with a situation whereas we have to process what we about to do in reference to whether we agree to this, and then we know everything will be based on our credit score, and that we saying that we're gonna pay you this monthly because you provide this service. I bought this product from you. It's important that I re-echo this because a lot of times we just don't realize that the reason why we are not able to get certain things is because they look at this very thing I'm talking about. And this credit thing is just so big. Whether it's a service, whether it's a product, or what have you. If somebody giving it to you on all you based upon the fact that you have a good credit score, you show you're credit worthy in reference to making previous payments and what have you, they don't want to do business with you. So it's just important that you understand that. Now there's good credit and there's bad credit. Good credit is when you show that you are responsible with credit that is given to you. It shows you have proven to pay your bills and debt on time and off. Bad credit is when you don't pay your bills and debt on time and let accounts close. A lot of us, and don't get me wrong, I had some stuff in there about leverage. And I didn't want to talk about that. I just want to stay right here. I'm going to talk about that later on my slides. I delete out because you can leverage. Also, when you leverage credit, that's a good thing too, right? But I want to just talk about this. When you pay your bills on time, right? And you paying bills off, that's good credit. When you're doing everything right. And let's say you haven't paid none all, but you've been paying on time for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 20 years, whatever. That's good credit. When you apply for credit again, they're going to be like, okay, MajorTvLetsTalk paying his Walmart card, his Shell card, his personal loan, Capital One card, he paying all that on time. We can do more business with them. Of course, they will look at your income and whatnot, right? They'll look at the bills and whatnot, and income minus expenses to see what your network is and what have you. But more than likely, they're going to give it to you because we have to realize the bank and financial institution is a business. They're trying to make money. So they're not trying to let no dollar pass by them, but they do that. They do have their criteria. And of course, we know what bad credit is. Bad credit when we don't pay our bills on time, when we let an account close. The worst thing you can do is don't pay your bills on time. The worst thing you can do is don't pay your bills on time. More importantly, is even worse when you just let an account close. First, you're showing you wasn't responsible enough to pay your bills, even though you may have went through hardship, right? You may have experienced something that caused misfortune in life. But the company's not trying to hear that. They want their money back because They learn it to you, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be mindful. That's why I talked about personal finance and whatnot, of having a budget plan. That's why you have to have your income, mind your expenses, know your network. And I spoke about this. I didn't really want to put it in here, but it matters with credit to know how to manage your money. Too many times when you watch stuff on TV, ads and what have you, we hear people talking about stuff. We hear stuff on the radio and we go buy it. We just go make moves. And we never think about whether we can afford it. I always ask myself something, because I won't even lie. When salesmen or saleswomen try to sell you something, a salesperson, they'll be like, hey man, it costs $100. When you put so and so down, they accept a payment plan where you pay $20 a week or $20 a month or $40 a month. And we end up with $20. But when you count that in 20 months and you didn't give a couple $100, that $20 you might need for really an emergency. And see, we gotta start looking at things a year and 2 out. We can't look at things week to week, month to month. But we get sucked up into the high sales pitches, and we become gullible and get it. And then the funny part, half the time, we don't be enjoying what we buying, or we stop wearing and stop using it. We have to think, y'all. Every decision we make, we should be critical when making a decision when it comes on our finances in our life, period. And it's just so important that we pay our bills on time and we don't let accounts close. But a lot of our decisions got to be made before the fact, not after the fact. We have to think about it. We have to have everything already in place. I have a board of all my bills right here. I also have it on my computer. My mortgage, utilities, gas, entertainment, toiletries, food, etc. Then I have my income. And I mind that's my network. I make my decision off that. But the funny part, when you have credit, it's so much you can do with it that you don't really have to touch your cash. You just got to manage how you use your credit. Don't believe the hype. Many people quick to say credit cards is bad to have, but if you know how to use credit cards wisely, it can work for you. I know so many people say, oh man, I can't have no credit cards. I'll spend it all up and blah, blah, blah. And I'll be trying to explain to them, no, don't go like that. And they'll just cut me off and just take off with the conversation. And if you like that with your credit cards, imagine how you're going to be with your money. If you don't think about, and I'm talking about adults, I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about adults. They have families. If you think like that, if a person think like that, and even if you think like that, just imagine you handle your personal money. Just imagine. And see, what people have to understand, what credit card does is put you in a position to build your credit first and foremost. But it also has so many other perks, rewards, and what have you, that you'll be surprised in later years, you probably will never to buy no hotel, you know what I'm saying? Because you got so many perks. Probably to buy no flight and different things like that. But also it's essential to get the loans and what have you. But it got so much hype about how credit is bad, because the black community, I hate to say it, we about fall so lost with credit. You know, it's like that. It's like there's people I know now that still taking for granted basic things about credit cards and so forth, so on, right? And even if they have good credit, they don't even know how to maneuver with it. But we have to really move on stereotypes out of our head and stop all that nonsense. Because a lot of time we be brainwashing ourselves and spewing things out there in the universe about credit cards and loans and what have you. Of course, I wouldn't want nobody, and this is a disclaimer right here, to get no credit card loan if you don't have a real plan to do something with it. Because I believe everything you do in life, you should have a plan. You shouldn't just say, oh, I want credit cards. There's a reason for that. This is a disclaimer, right? I'm not advising nobody to get no credit card or loan if they don't have a reason or plan and want to get it. A reason can be you want to build your credit to buy a house. A reason can be you want to build your credit when you start your business. A reason can be you want to build your credit to get the dream car or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I don't push buying I don't push the part about buying depreciating assets such as nice cars, and so you drive a lot, 7,000, 10,000 fall off in value, right? I push the narrative of investing in your business and, you know, investing in you, you know, as far as your education. Looking at real estate opportunities, that's what I would largely be pushing at, you know what I'm saying? Business opportunities, real estate opportunities, different investment opportunities. That's what I would largely push. But I understand, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you can do that like that and get your car, because I got a truck, I pay a truck note. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you can handle it, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say that. You gotta have a plan. Just can't be out here talking about I won't do this and I won't do that and don't have no plan. All right. Be smart and take advantage of billing. Again, be smart and take advantage of billing. Make sure you have a balanced credit mix, credit card, store card, loans. Keep your debt to income ratio under 30% to keep a high credit score. Pay everything all within 30 days. Keep all utilization under 30% if carrying the balance over. Your credit mix, Lord, a lot of your credit cards and everything, loans, they're gonna fall in these two categories: revolving or installments, right? Where revolving is when you have a certain amount of money, like a credit card for or a line of credit. Once you use it, once you put money back and you still use the money, you're not gonna be taking the interest and fees out of it. Installment, just basically you're saying that you're gonna, what's a loan or what have you. You're saying that you're gonna pay this off in 2 years, right? Let's say a loan, right? A personal loan or what have you, business or whatever. It don't matter. It revolves around. Credit revolves around two things: revolving and installment. Something that keeps going on, and something that's given to you and you got to pay it off, prescribed time limit. And the reason why you want the balance in credit mix, going back to what I was talking about, what the credit bureaus score your credit worthiness behind. The amount you owe. Let me go there. Let's go there. Let's be exact. Let's be exact, y'all. They judge you by what? The amount you owe, 30%. Payment history 35. Say a big payment 35%. Credit mix. Remember the credit mix 10%. Length of credit history 15%. New credit 10%. So that credit mix is extremely important because they're looking at all this, right? If you have all credit cards, you're gonna scratch their head on you, like why you don't have no loan or what have you. right? If you have all loans, you know what I'm saying? They may even question the credit card part, right? But I'm not saying they won't do business with you. They might be limited in doing business. But don't get me wrong. I don't care if you have all based on a credit card. If you pay it off and you sure you can handle the money, they'll still do business with you. But at the same time, it might affect what your credit score. So we can't forget that. And you have to keep your debt to income ratio under 30%, especially if you're applying for credit. And I advise everybody to pay your balance off. Because if not, and you have a current balance, you're going to be hit with an interest fee for carrying the balance over. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with carrying your balance over, right? Especially when you're strategizing and you don't want to try to take all your money and pay off a certain amount of debt on a credit card that and I'm specific talking about credit cards particularly, you know what I'm saying? That loans belong to you, ready to pay the loans off, or just go through the whole process. Because the longer the loan is, as long as you have a balance, that does drive a score. But we have to keep in mind that it's a mixture of things that's going on and it was being looked at. And you want to be able, like with me, I have it all. I have it all. You know what I'm saying? But I took time to read and understand this. So if we don't understand the fact, because I'm going to tell you something. When I was buying my house, right, a few years back, I had paid on my credit card. I was saying, oh no, just keep 10% of what have you, make it look good, right? So when you apply for credit, you don't never want to be all zero. Put a little balance on each one of them. But if you know you can't pay it down right now, you may not have the money. You may not want to go for broke and clear your savings out or what have you, right? I see you, D. Marie, how you doing? What's going on? Troop in the building. Troop, all right. I see y'all. Leslie. Shouting y'all out now. You're not so deep what I was talking about. And you, Sorg, I see you. Got too many of y'all. I gotta holler the rest of y'all leave. For real. But let me stay focused on what I'm talking about. But if you can't pay it, if you can't pay off it, keep it on 30%. Why? Because you're showing where your income is higher than your debt, you know, and that you have no problem in maintaining it, right? As opposed to being like 90% in debt, you know what I'm saying? Or your car's almost maxed out. You have people that really live their life, you know what I'm saying? That really just got cars maxed out. I was one of the people that lived their life, right? That just was kind of reckless and what I ain't gonna say reckless, just things got hard, you know what I'm saying? But we have to remember that, you know. Now we're gonna talk some business now. So you can flip credit. Now I should have had leverage. I supposed to have leverage in you, right? And we'll talk about that when we get the business side. But anyway, we're gonna talk briefly. Flip credit. You use a down payment for a house, credit cards and stuff, personal loan, whatever. You can start a business with credit cards. I started my business with a credit card, and I made $50K last year just messing up with the online stuff. You can invest in the market, invest in stock market with credit or with a loan, really. I got a loan, whatever. You can invest in education. For education, like I'm using my credit to pay for commercial real estate class, $1,000. I'm gonna use my credit card to pay for that. And know what's so fun is that all you can win with all this. You can't never lose if you get an education. You invest in education, you can't never lose. Invest in the market, why not? Why not? I'm gonna let y'all know now I clear my savings out anyway through in the market, right? So because I told y'all what cash don't have no value. Nixon 1971 stopped gold from back in the dollar. The dollar's a fake currency, fiat currency. It's not even real. I started online with credit cards. And guess what? I did great. And I'm still using credit cards. Down payment for a house. One of my cards got snatched. Somebody called about 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Cash off a credit card, literally. And other cards I can snatch. I can easily come up with $20,000 just messing my credit cards, probably more. You know what I'm saying? Then I have a revolving account where I just paid off this cash is sitting there when I want to snatch it out. Right? But I understand credit, and I want you to understand credit. What I'm talking about means nothing if you don't get what I'm saying. And the reason why I'm winning, because I'm not letting people tell me that I can't have this, or they don't want to see a black man with that, or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're racist. Yeah, it's still racism out here. But y'all forgot the same way the Klans are trying to scare black people from voting and this, that, and other. That's what they're trying to do. Is now they're trying to scare us from the opportunities out there, because why? We buying the old narratives. Stuff really have changed to a degree where we can flex a little. We can do a little, you know. And I just hate to see black people that's intelligent, that's smart, that have things going on with them that's good, and they're not making the move they should make. One person told me a couple years ago, 40,000, 40,000 ish, right? I'm gonna be very. It ain't shit. In 5 years, 20,000, 40,000 can be 20,000 high inflation, which means when prices goes up, the dollar goes down. It's not hard. It's not. The dollar means nothing. And our sisters and brothers are killing each other. We are stunning each other over fake currency. We are robbing each other over fake currency. That's brainwashing a whole nother level. Have nothing to do with systemic racism, just throwing shit out there to you and people buying into it. And when you buy into different narratives, you miss the whole picture. Because systemic racism is well alive. There are stumbling blocks out there. But you're looking at a man knocked all that down. And I've been in the system a few times. I ain't just handy stuff in my days. And I survived it. But I believe in the Most High.
I didn't understand that.
So we have to make sure they realize what credit is. You can flip it. You know what they call it? I should use that word, leveraging debt. Leveraging debt meaning taking a loan, a credit card, and making a return off it, making a profit off it. I took it out because it was in the wrong category, but we have to look at that. I preach this. I've been preaching this over 12 years now, right? Credit, maneuvering with credit, billing with credit. Some people just haven't gotten it. Use a credit card like the rich. Live and enjoy life with credit. It's so much we can do with credit cards. And the funny part about it, we just got to be smart. You find the right credit cards, they have all kind of perks, right? All kind of perks. After you understand the value and power of credit and how to get a return off your credit card, you can vacation shop and enjoy life as long as you make smart decisions. There are credit cards with many perks, cashback rewards, etc. Always research. I have one credit card, Chase IGH. My hotel is free. I got Navy Federal credit card. I get cash back a lot in the hundreds, you know what I'm saying? I got American Express, Delta Airlines credit card. Got all kind of perks to get free flights or flights get discount due to perks. I also recently found out, which I heard about, I applied for my TSA free through Delta Airlines. Once I swiped with American Express wanted to return my money right back to me. So that was free. So now I'm waiting for my security check. Whenever I fly, I just walk through. I don't have to worry about taking off my shoes. I don't worry about being online or what have you. Those are the perks. And I'm gonna drop some more juice on you. If you with Navy Federal, you can get so much love. And if you're not familiar with Navy Federal, please get familiar with Navy Federal. They got a sister, I forgot her name. She been driving jewels since day one. Every time I apply, I got me some money. I won't even lie. And I'm still getting money. Just got me some more money. And there's so much you can do. You can get one loan. It wasn't good 2-3 months, got another loan and whopped everything together and boom. Well, my credit score's in the 7s. Right? I want what the bank did come with all kind of checks. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible. You know, and I say I got in a check from when I was paying off some credit cards, right? Looping everything together, piling everything up. Call it debt consolidation. Loan, yeah, do all kinds of stuff. I'm talking about the credit cards, loans, putting all one bag. Wipe out all my credit cards, and guess what? Shoot my credit score back up in a couple of months. It's really real, y'all. And see, white people, they mastered. So while we behind the scenes going back and forth and talking and whining and they're doing a take out community. We ain't doing nothing but just talking. Go out there and compete. I drive trucks. I face them truckers in their face. You know what I'm saying? Ain't scared to tell them how I feel they violate, which I don't hold having issues like that, right? It feel good to go places. Yes, sir. No, sir. White people telling that, you know, it feel good knowing what our people been through. And don't get me wrong, this not all in how you say that? Be it all, what have I don't know how to say it, but this is not the end of our this is not the end of what we go through every day with the systemic racism and all that. Was the start of being able to understand we can compete in the world we no one wants to compete. We can have same thing they have and what have you. And don't get me wrong, when I say the same, I'm talking about with working class or people that's working hard as entrepreneurs that really is out here making money, that's black millionaires. And what have you, that's in the high 100,000s and stuff. You know, they living nice. Y'all done been in nice black neighborhoods. Y'all know what's going on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Oh shit, it's been enough.
Hello. So you know you live and you enjoy life with credit. Don't feel like because feel like because you have all this credit going on, different things going on with you that you can't enjoy life. But again, don't apply for credit loans if you have a specific purpose. My purpose is to win. My purpose is to win. Point blank. You know, and for me, I'm focusing on building. Whether it's doing my education, starting a business, or investing in some real estate, or what have you. That's why I do it. But I'm not telling you to do that at all. You stay in your comfort zone. I'm saying if you want to build, that's what white people are doing. And once they build, they have so much of perks and rewards and so much stuff come with these credit cards that they're able to enjoy life without even spending for a lot of it, spend no really major money on vacations and whatnot. And there's so many discounts. There's so much stuff out that y'all can find out. But I just can't tell you on this video. I'm just trying to breeze through this. All right. If you have Bad credit, work on it, stop fooling around. If you have bad credit, work on it, stop fooling around. If you have bad credit, work on it, stop fooling around. Stop playing late, first and foremost. Close accounts. Don't pay. Don't admit, just dispute. Just say you don't know about the account. Remember, FBI said several years ago, identity theft is no one growing crime in the United States. The Russia hack showed you that. A lot is hacking and how Equifax. I forgot to have that for you. Equifax. I'm in lawsuit with Equifax where they got their data. They got their computer systems hacked. This is really a class action. Y'all should have joined it too. TransUnion right now lawsuit because people saying they're not handling disputes right. When you dispute and say it's not yours, you're going back and forth. They're trying to keep it on there. Why? Because they get paid for keeping your information on there. They get paid for reporting information. They have a lawsuit. I should have lost information. You get the lawsuit information for me? That's not a thing. Y'all you Google Equifax civil class action against them too. They got a system breach a few years ago. Disputes can be done via mail, by phone, or online. You can call them and dispute it. You can go online, dispute it, and mail. I prefer mailing. I suggest you mail. Mailing dispute and what have you. There's a way to write letters, and whenever you write some, always say under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You always want to say under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I should have took the letter I wrote for you, but like I said, I've been so busy. And you want to say under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, credit unions are supposed to provide accurate and true information about the consumer. And you say that the information reported in your credit report is inaccurate. That's after you've already disputed the claims you want to dispute. It's inaccurate. It should be moved immediately. You close out like that. If anybody needs a template, I'll write a template letter for you or what have you. There's nothing to do. Get a free copy of credit report on annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com affords you one free copy, and when you apply for credit from any company, they apply you. They would also give you a free credit report. And it's important. Every so often you need to go pull your credit report and see what's on it, because fraud is real. Family, friends, strangers, whoever can get your information and use it. And if you're sleeping on what's been reported to the credit bureau, and you find out later, especially when you're trying to buy a home or do something, something can be so damn hard to get the information on, unfortunately. Real talk. And also dispute inquiries. And let me say something brief about disputes. When you dispute something, you have to expect they're going to tell you claim been verified. But you have to keep disputing and just changing up how you dispute it. I'm going to tell y'all something. Let y'all know something right quick. Let me get a sip. I've had cars, apartments, credit cards, water bill, light bill, every kind of big in there. I disputed to get on my credit. There's a way you can do that. My mindset always been, the system don't give a F about us, so why should I care about them? So when I fight for my good name, when I fight for financial freedom or literacy, I understand who I'm dealing with. They don't always pay fair, but I fought them, right? And I've never paid them. I've been to court. Talk about that later. The next one. I've been to court and I beat them in court. And we'll talk about that. If you're taking the court and deny the claim, ask from the producer, sign contract, never meant anything. I went to court, Cat. I went to the court for credit card half for years. I walk in the court, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what a signed contract. I signed a little. I did a counterclaim or what have you, or answer the complaint. Why can't the court they immediately dismiss it, right? Now I'm fighting Bank of America right now as we speak. That's a big credit card. We fighting like cats and dogs with COVID-19 came into play, right? But I don't meant to nothing, y'all. Never meant to nothing. But I'm sad to say this or that. A lot of times they take you out of court, they be trying to scare you. They don't be having no written document. They don't be no signed contract. They be having, I don't know. They be having I don't know, some they be having terms and agreement and whatever. They don't even have no information, and they show one bill, right? But they know people, most people they go at is poor are not able to go to court. So immediately the judge of our will make a judgment in the creditor collection, a debt collector favor, right? Then they go into try to do what they do when they be dang. What they do when they be taking money to account? I forgot, y'all, but they filed for my mind blank. I won't say liquidation.
I want to say lean.
No, not lien. They taking money to account.
I know.
I'm sorry, y'all. My mind blank. If y'all can help me, y'all know what I'm talking about. But garnish. They filed for garnishment later, right? All right. Thank you, Cody. They file for garnishment, right? And then they go take money people's account and they snatch the taxes and all that stuff there. Because they know people don't be caring, and be messing with them, don't go to court, they be scared of court. I go in every time. If I went to court twice, and I'd be the one to fight over. But I said to say that that you can't be scared to fight the system. And then you gotta know how to bend the rules. Don't just leave it like that, and you gotta put two and two together with that. You gotta know how to bend the rules. And it's easy saying and doing, but you gotta have courage, gotta be strong, and gotta know your stuff. I have some legal background, so I'm gonna do my research and what have you. But again, if you have bad credit, work on it. Stop fooling around. Stop paying late. Any closed accounts, don't pay on it. Don't admit it. Dispute it. Dispute can be done by mail, phone, online. Get a free copy of credit report every so often. Maybe once a year, just see what's going on. Dispute inquiries. They can come off. But remember, they give you a fight sometime, but never give up. You take the court, deny the claim, go to court and just say, I don't know what you're talking about. Show me a contract where I signed it. Never admit to anything. Don't ever admit to anything. Never, never, never. All right. Build your credit. Talking about building your credit, right? Get a secure credit card. That's when you put a couple dollars up, secure after 6 months, you're going to release the money. When I first moved to Atlanta, where the Katrina, I got a credit card from Bank of America. And it was a secure credit card, you know what I'm saying? And I put $99 and they gave the money back to me 6 months later, right? And I built it from there. You can actually get a secure credit card. And it's for people that don't have bad credit, don't have no credit at all. Get someone that adds you on their credit. Someone with good credit, of course. They got a good credit. If somebody have good credit, add them credit credit card. It could be your girlfriend, it could be your mom, your sister, brother, or what have you. You know, you have to find ways to build your credit. And get credit cards to help you build credit. That credit card just for people with no credit or bad credit. The only issue you have to worry about is interest may be a little higher. But they do have credit cards and whatnot. I don't know the site per se, but they do have a site for different people with certain kind of on certain credit levels. Half for bad, okay, good, and great. Pay your cards on time. Don't be late. And don't default. Too many times we get our credit straight, or we go to doing a good job, then we go to paying late. And we stop paying the card. You have to see if, first and foremost, you get this card that you can pay it. That's the first thing. You have to realize you have to make sure you make your payments. And then you have to understand how to use the credit card. Instead of using cash on everything, use your credit card and then just pay it off. You're building your credit. Instead of using cash for everything, use your credit card, save your cash, and then pay the credit card off. And then after every 6 to 12 months, apply for a credit increase or a new credit card. There's a disclaimer though. Only when you are ready and able to handle new debt. It's a disclaimer now. Only when you're ready and able to handle new debt. Educate and lastly, educate yourself on credit before you assume something. Educate yourself. Become financially literate. Understand all this tied in, knowing how to manage your money, right? Understand your income and your expenses, your network. Your network is what you have left after you paid all your bills from your income. You put that away in your saving. You think about what you want to do with it, right? I suggest you always should think about investment. You may want to have a goal first, a goal. Let's say if you want to get a snowball stand, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know. You save 5,000-10,000, you get it, right? Or you build your credit and use the credit to buy it, right? But my whole point is, right? You have to have a goal in mind when you're trying to get a credit card, when you're trying to get a loan, when you're saving, you have to be goal oriented. You just don't do things just to be doing it. Yeah, people tell you to save, but what happens after you save? You're supposed to be thinking about investing. And the credit card coming to play, let's say if you want to buy a house, you want to start a business, you want to get in real estate. All that plays a major part. And you probably have other things you make and say that you probably have a reason why you would invest, why you would get credit to invest. But I'm a strong advocate and we get credit work for you. I mean, I know y'all heard it a lot. There's a lot of good videos on YouTube about credit. I won't lie. A lot of my studying, looked at it, what have you, even though I was aware, but I learned a lot of things just staying open-minded, right? But I emphasize this because I know I won't be able to do business. I won't be able to do videos like this. I'm going to do them every so often, but I have to really get into what I'm doing. Is YouTube take a lot out of me, right? But at the same time, I still got to do it for the people. But you have to understand why I'm telling you about this. There's so much beautiful things happening for me. Sometimes I can't even believe the things that have been happening. I'm just so grateful, you know what I'm saying? And I'm humble in it, you know, and I'm just trying to spread a word or two for you. I'm not trying to go deep into talking about credit and what have you, but I am touching up on some things. And I got the bonus right here, right? This is the bonus. Business credit is even better. Business credit is next level. You must have a business legal structure, tax ID, bank account, NINS number, etc. All above I spoke about dealing with personal credit also apply to business credit, but you're dealing with a much larger amount of credit. Just like personal credit, you have to build business credit. Unlike personal credit, business credit is a different ball game with different rules. Personal credit score metric is from 350 to 850. Business credit is from 0 to 100. I'm not going to talk about business credit in detail. I'm just letting y'all know because it's a bit complicated because it's levels and stuff like that, right? And there's ways you can build your credit with net 30 cards and what have you. Then graduate to store cards and then to cash credit cards, right? But you can also, if you have a good credit, you can also apply good credit along with your business and apply for it like that, right? There's so many videos about that. I'm not gonna talk about that. My whole videos for everyone to understand that credit, having excellent good credit, having excellent good credit does matter. Or having excellent or good credit score do matters. Just because of the fact that you can almost do anything. And I'm not trying to exclusively talk about the loans, y'all. I'm talking about anything. I mean, you can finance your medical, dental, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Some cosmetic, whatever. It's crazy what you can do with it, right? And I'm not suggesting you do none of that, right? I mean, people use credit for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes I question why they use it, but to me, it's to each his own. My disclaimer is don't apply for no credit card loan if you don't have a specific reason. Pay it on time and pay it off. This conclude on me talking about this. I appreciate everybody just really just tuning and checking this out. Y'all like this video and y'all share it because there are people that really need to hear real talk about things that really matter. And right now, our people in their need of learning how to use credit and really getting ahead. China M said, I'll pay you back when they want to. It doesn't work like that. Right. I guess you told when I was saying when you lend somebody money. What's up, D. Marie? Peace, my brother at Major TV. I'm out and about on this Friday night, but I got my earbuds and listen to you, brother. Thank you, D. Marie. Appreciate that. TNT with Mike and Jazz. Facts, family. You fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Improve your credit. Change your life. Great information. Thank you, my brother. Trooper at TNT. So true. Shalom, Major TV. What's going on? Just a chance said, make sure y'all like the video. Appreciate it. Yeah, please like. You know, y'all already know at this channel, actually, only growth there's participation and people getting involved. And y'all know how I am and how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help black people because I love black people. Gary Branch, big love, big brother Major TV. Let's talk shalom, unity. You already know. Only confers the crown. Should I get a credit repair company to help people do my credit, or should I do it myself? It just depends. Like when I first did my credit, I did it myself. Second time I hired a firm to do it, Lexington Law. That's because I was driving trucks and whatever, but I still was just working on it. But I was making them when I had time to do that. But I feel like if you have time to read and research, understand consumer law, and I'm just saying like the Fair Trade Commission deal with consumer law and whatnot and regulations and whatever, and they're the one who wrote the Fair Credit Reporting Act and Debt Collection Practices Act. You know what I'm saying? And both of those acts is ruled by them, and you need to look at those different acts. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is for creditors. Debt Collection Practices Act is for debt collectors. Two different rules. You have to understand that. And you always want to drill, like I say, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, under the Debt Practice Collection Act, and you won't say what it says. You always want to have that like going like concluding why they should remove anything on your account that you dispute, you know. But that's I mean if you have the time to do that. But if not, hire somebody. You know, I went through Lexington Law. It was kind of slow, but they got the job done. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do it yourself. It just takes patience and stuff like that. And also in my description, I got a book called Craig is King by a brother named William Roundtree. I had got the Audible book, and it's a real good book. Cody Speaks, what's up? Sabbath Shalom family. How you doing, Cody? What's up? TNT with Mike and Jay. What you saying? Bankruptcy. I'm not expert at bankruptcy, but I think I don't know, 7-11. I don't know, but I know 7 for sure. There's ways white people with money put the bankruptcy. I don't suggest that, you know what I'm saying? But it is a legal vehicle, you know what I'm saying? If you really like caught in a jam, you really need bankruptcy. But I don't suggest that. I don't talk about it too much. TNT, Mike and Jazz say, great video, family information. Great video and family and information. Time to understand good credit is more valuable than cash in some cases. Of course. It does. I mean, it is. You know, cash serves purpose, but credit is new currency. How you doing, Star London? Credit cards are great, but use them wisely. Of course, I mean, you have to use them wisely. You can't just use credit cards and just think, you know, because too many times we go in debt just being consumers, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we all are consumers, but we have to be wise. We have to find ways how to make money. You know, we have to find ways how to create things. And with credit cards, it gives you that leverage. Whereas, for example, you have $1,000 you want to invest, right? A cash, and you have $1,000 credit card, right? If you spend $1,000, you spend $1,000 in cash on something, right? Invest in something, and they go bad, you out your money. But if you take that $1,000 credit card and things go bad, you just got to pay a small monthly amount, right, with interest. But you still get $1,000 in your savings account, right? And that's the logic I can put with that. Use $1,000 to go bad, your money gone. You use $1,000 on a credit card to go bad, you just gotta pay it down. Guess what? $1,000 is gonna go back on your car. You're gonna eventually go back in your car, but $1,000 you had in your account is gone. You know, it just buys you time and what have you. It puts you in a position whereas you can maneuver. You know, that's all. But at the same time, we just have to be smart. Trooper said, yes, and pay on time. Real talk. Let's see. All right. Neverland Burks. Shalom, thank you, brother. You're welcome. Trying to keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to just share stuff for real, like real talk. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I just been having stuff on my mental. I don't know next time I might do a live because I'm really tired and I'm really like busy. But I'm gonna be coming in and dropping jewels and what have you. And I just want y'all to know one thing. When y'all never hear my voice, you'll never see me again. You can make it. You can really get out there and do some things. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? You can really make it happen. It may not be easy, but if you're really serious about doing better in your life, you're really serious about setting an example, you're really serious about helping, because I really feel like none of us as good as black community. We can demonstrate what we're talking about. We can't really build, create jobs, create opportunity. I'm going to always say that. We have to do that. If we don't do that, I don't know what to say about our community in the future, because as we can see, everybody just trying to blow past us while we we stand to fight, but we mainly fight against each other, missing the real prize of really getting true liberation, to really try to bring our people together, to really try to be empowered, So thank you. Thank you so much. Again, like this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. For those who watch the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you can add and help us in our discussion about cricket, whatever, please do that. I really appreciate everybody and how you all participated. And in this live, like I said, without you all, there's no Major TV at all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make this TV be what it is. I just appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all please take care. Y'all stay on cold. Just be black. Peace.